This podcast is brought to you by San Diego County Toyota Dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto, Corky's Pest Control, and Lolita's Family of Restaurants. Welcome back inside the lab. We have another football podcast for you here on San Diego Prep Insider. Tommy Morris, Chris Smith, Christian Pedersen, and Montel Allen, the man in the box. Guys, how are we doing today?
Wonderful.
Good.
Christian, you're just...
I'm ecstatic. I went 5-1 last week in picks, baby.
We'll get to that. I know he does need a week to show up and brag. So we have our top 10 list coming. We've got our game picks towards the end, so stick around for those. We also have an interview, and we have our weekly shoutouts. Not in that order because I totally butchered that. But anyway, we'll go to our top 10 first. Chris, who is your top 10 teams in San Diego?
All right. First of all, number 10, I'll take Olympian Grossmont. 9, I'll take Jared Adelman and Poway. 8, Mount Carmel and Peyton Stoner. 7, CJ Verdell and Mater Dei. 6, I'll take Jack Tuttle in Mission Hills. 5, I'll take Zeke Noah, Scotty Young, and the Helix. 4, I'll take Terrell Carter in Madison. 3, I will take Milan Grice in Rancho Bernardo. 2, I will take the Saints, Saintsmen.
All the way up there.
And number 1, Adam Eastwood and Cathedral Catholic.
All right, Montel, what do you think about your top 10?
My top 10, it was tough this week. I left a couple of teams off that should be on there, but let me go ahead and go shot at it. Number 10, I got Grossmont, who's playing really, really great. Number 9, Oceanside, even though they got beat pretty bad by Mission Hills, I think they're still a good team, but they can bounce back. Number 8 is Valhalla. Number 7 is Poway. Number 6 is Helix. They got the 2 losses. I know they're better. They got those 2 losses. Number 5 is Madison. Number 4 is Mission Hills. Number 3 is Rancho Bernardo. 2 is number Saints. And number 1 is Cathedral Catholic.
All right, going to my top 10 for the SDPI. Starting at number 10, I have Mater Dei. Big win versus La Jolla. Only loss came to Hawkins from Los Angeles, so we don't really know much about that team. And this week they have a big game coming up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Number 9, Grossmont won a close game at Lincoln. Javale Selling Jr. had 21 carries, 140 yards. Good game for him. Number 8, Valhalla. They're 5-0 now, so we can't really knock them. We'll see how far they can keep this win streak going. Number 7, Mission Hills. Big win over Oceanside, 42-25, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. Number 6, Poway. They beat Del Norte by 45. Jared Adelman had 4 rushing touchdowns. Good game for Jared. Number 5, Saints. Isaac Taylor Stewart, 19 carries, 155 yards, and a touchdown. He's got 13 offers so far this year, including one from Nick Saban in Alabama, so that's a pretty big deal. Kind of rare out here in San Diego. Number 3, Roll Tide. Number 3, I gotta say that every chance I can get. It's fun thing to say, Roll Tide. Number 3, Rancho Bernardo Milan Grice, 21 carries, 261 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 passing touchdown last week against Mount Carmel. An outstanding game. Thoughts going out to Mark Salazar as well, who was injured in that game. Hopefully you have a speedy recovery. Mark. Number 2, Madison. They had a bye week, not much to say there. And number 1, Cathedral, who beat up on Liberty from out of town. That's a very big program. Adam Eastwood, the man you mentioned, 11 carries, 158 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Woo! So, guys, any shout-outs that you've got? And you were calling it our first 4 downs. Do you have any shout-outs?
I got 2 tonight. One you've already mentioned. We wish a speedy recovery to Mark Salazar. Pretty suffered a broken collarbone against Mount Carmel last Friday night. We just wish you the best of luck and speedy recovery for that. Also, a shout-out to University City High School wide receiver Tiago Quantz. Got word late Monday night, that on Friday's game he suffered a torn ACL. So it looks like he's going to be done for the year. But NBA Sports, myself, and Montel, we all wish him the best of luck and a speedy recovery.
Christian, who you got?
I'll get through it kind of quick. First down goes to Valhalla as they move to 5-0. The Norsemen are what's up. Second, another undefeated team, Christian, moving to 4-0. The Patriots are looking pretty good.
You probably just have a little slight favorite. It's a good name for you.
It has a nice roll off the tongue. It just sounds good. Third one goes to El Camino. Great bounce back win after they suffered a couple of tough losses early in the season. And my 4th down goes to Valley Center. The Jags moving to 4-1 after getting the overtime W. You can never go wrong with an overtime win. It just sounds good. Regardless of whether or not it was good, it sounds good.
Overtime is good, and we're going to go to another guy who sounds good. It's Justin Woodley, a linebacker from Bishops. We're going to bring him in for the interview. All right, first question, Christian, fire away.
So, Justin, for those people who have not been out to Bishops yet this season, what have they been missing?
They're missing a pretty talented group that comes out. We work hard every day. We don't got the numbers like the big schools, but we work hard, we got the talent, and we're probably a lot better than some people think we are.
Justin, I want to know how you feel about being invited to the SCNFL All-Star magazine game that's coming up this fall.
It's an honor, to be honest. Be recognized as one of the best players in the county with a bunch of other dudes. It's truly an honor. It shows how much hard work, get something to show for it. So really happy to be invited to that game.
And I can speak as a member of the crowd, a couple of those games. Awesome experience for the kids, awesome experience for the parents, fans, everyone. It's a great game. Chris, anything for the linebacker from Bishops?
Hey, Justin, I just got one question for you. What are you looking forward to most in playing college football?
College should be fun. It's nice to be able to go out, continue play for another 4 years, doesn't have to stop in high school. Different environment. Go out, play linebacker, do what I love to do, and get a great education while doing it.
When you say a big environment, you go to a smaller school now. A lot of these small schools doing very well. You guys, Country Day is doing well. Santa Fe Christian's doing well. The list goes on. And if you love Mater Day in there as well. Is this the year of the small schools?
I wouldn't say this is the year of small schools. I think small schools are good every year. Our league is always tough. We compete. I just think this is the year we're finally starting to get some recognition along the counties. Maybe we're always trying to compete with the bigger schools for some of that attention. I think this is the year we're starting to get some of it.
Okay, thank you so much, Justin. And your episode was cool with us, right? We've been an eye on these guys for a while now, right?
Yeah.
We were not sleeping.
No, well,
We were very awake
I'll admit I picked against them earlier in the year, and I've been held to that by particular members of their coaching staff, but it's okay. I live with that.
Oh, you mentioned the picks. Let's get to them right now. It's everyone's favorite part. We got some picks for you. First, I'll look back to last week. Chris, you want to tell everyone what your record was last week?
I'm on fire. No, I'm kidding. I'm still in last.
What was your record? How many was
I
you?
went 5-1 last week.
You went 5-1 last week. Congratulations, Christian. Very proud of you. As far as everyone else is concerned, Chris got 3, Montel got 2, I got 4. So the way the scoreboard looks right now, Christian with 14, Chris with 19, Montel with 20, and the front runner, man. I've been in front the whole way, so I got to continue to brag. Once I start losing, you guys can go ahead and make fun of me and do all those things. But until then, I get to smile and brag. We're going to our first game. It's a couple of teams that are looking for their first win. It is Hoover traveling to Fallbrook. Mr. Smith, what do you think about this game?
I'm taking a guy with a championship name and a championship program and a championship pedigree. You can't go wrong with a guy named Kobe. Kobe! I'm taking Fallbrook and the Warriors.
Montel, what do you think?
I'm going with Fallbrook and the Warriors, man. That's going to be a long trip for Hoover to go down there and get that W. They're not playing too well right now. Fallbrook, the.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and agree. That is a very, very long trip. We made the trip out there, San Diego Prep Insider, to take on some of the girls on the rugby team, which was, we lost. But one of the, in our defense, one of those girls ended up playing the Olympics, so shout out there to Fallbrook girls rugby. Christian, what do you think?
I think I still need to roll those dice a little bit, so I'm going to go with the Cardinals. It has not been an awe-inspiring season for them yet, but hey, they're due for one, and my boy Vivaldo Castillo, he'll be the player to look for there. So give me the Cardinals, baby.
All right, we got one for Hoover. The rest taking the Fallbrook guys. Going to the next game, Mar Vista traveling to Santana. Chris,
I'll make it easy. I'm taking Bobby Wallace and Santana.
Montel.
Man, I love Sproles and Mar Vista. I like what Mar Vista is doing. They're trying to put the program together. But Santana's pretty strong this year. I got to go with Santana, that offensive line. I think it's going to be a little bit too much. You're going to wear Mar Vista down.
Yeah, I mentioned Bobby Wallace. Kid had a great game last week. I think he'll have another good game this week. I will take Santana. Christian, what do you think?
I think Santana's won 3 in a row, and they're going to make it 4.
All right, we're all in Santana, which means we are at risk for this week. We've been at risk a couple weeks, so I want to throw this out there as well. There's a couple teams who we owe favors to, so if you're one of those teams, you know who you are. Yell at us. Tell us what we need to do to make it better.
Hit the Twitter world.
Hit the Twitter. Hit us on Twitter.
I'm down to hear from Purple Rain next week if we get this wrong.
No,
or from Mar Vista.
From Mar Vista, yeah, we'll get the
down to hear from anybody.
All right, cool. Next game we got to pick. It is Vincent Memorial going to Coronado. Mr. Smith.
I'm taking Coronado.
Montel.
Me, I'm going to go with my man over there, Coronado, head coach, those guys over there. I haven't seen much of Vincent Memorial, unfortunately, but I have seen Coronado play. I think Coronado should be able to take it.
I'm going to take Coronado as well, but I'm taking it very cautiously because Vincent Memorial does have a couple athletes on the team. If they get loose, they could put some big plays, but I think overall team-wise, I'm going to take Coronado because they're a little more consistent. So I'm going to go with the Islanders. Christian, what do you think?
I think that Vincent Memorial will squeak out the dub, and I'm going to move to 3-0 in the week.
There you go. So Christian has not missed a game. In your defense, you have not missed a game yet this week.
No, I haven't
missed one this week.
I haven't played one this week.
Exactly. That's a trick. That's a trick.
Don't
Little
miss the shots
journalism
you
trick
don't
there.
take.
Yeah, little journalism trick there. Anyway, next game we were talking about the small schools earlier. This might be one of the best games in the small school arena.
This might be the best game in the county this week.
It probably will be, and it's going to be Santa Fe Christian going to Bishops. It's going to be a tough one to pick. Chris, what do you think?
Well, they got this guy on the D line and the O line that I love, and that's my dude, 3D, Daniel Anderson.
He eats people alive.
19 total tackles, but don't forget that wide receiver, one of the best ones in San Diego County. That's Moses Mooney, already with 370 yards receiving. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Bishops.
Montel, what do you think?
Wow, I love Bishops. I do. Anderson and those guys, I like them a lot. Woodley, we just did an interview with, one of the best linebackers in the county, I think, especially for small time, going to be playing the next level. But Santa Fe Christian has a lot of talent on their squad. The big up front, and they got two receivers, or they have tight end Mr. Phillips, and they got Mikowski over there. They're bringing back the soft receivers coming back.
Hunter.
They got. I'm going with Santa Fe Christian.
I'm going to go with the Eagles as well. I saw them beat Torrey Pines. I will say one thing about this team. They are not scared. They come out firing. I mean, it'd be very easy for them to be intimidated. They'd show up to Edberg Stadium, see the big crowd, the big team across from them, and they showed up to play. I'm going to go with the Eagles fly. Eagles fly. Christian.
I'm going to go with Bishops. One thing I want to add is we were talking a lot about Daniel Anderson as an offensive and defensive lineman. They installed something new last week called the Beef Package, where 3D lined up as the Wildcat quarterback.
Say what?
Yeah, they ran that against Classical last week. So I'm looking forward to that being the fourth and goal play where they finish it off.
So instead of having Omaha beef, we have what? La Jolla beef?
Yeah, I guess. Ugh.
Hey, that's 3D.
Not a lot of livestock around these parts, but that's okay. Moving on to our next game, Olympian Grossmont, Chris.
Well, averaging 200 yards, both receiving and rushing. And they got dual threats at running back with Chevelle Sterling and James Mackey. And then you add Hunter Gaines. I think Grossmont is superior in this game, and I'm going to take Grossmont.
Montel.
Grossmont, hands down. For the reasons that Chris just said, and again, I just think they're battle tested. They just faced a team that has a lot of speed and were able to shut them down in the second half. I think they'll be able to do the same with Olympian with all their speed. They'll shut them down and then start to pull away.
I'm going Grossmont. Keep it simple.
I'm going to take Grossmont.
All right, all of a sudden Grossmont, scary. Our last game, this will be a good one, and I personally will be there to film for San Diego Prep Insider, the TV show, so be on the lookout for us. If you're in the stands or whatever, jump in front of the camera, and we'll be trying to get you on TV. It is Mission Hills traveling all the way down south to Mater Dei. Should be a good one. Chris, what do you think?
Well, after the big win last week, Mission Hills comes into Mater Dei. What I'm hoping is they don't overlook this team, to a degree, but I'm going to take Mater Dei. This is going to have a big impact in the top 10 if Mater Dei pulls off this win. You've got the triple threat with C.J. Burdell, Kyle Moses, and Jovan Bayless. Okay, these guys are dynamic, they're fast, they're athletic. If they don't shut them down early, I think that this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I also want to give a special shout-out to their offensive lineman, Micah Scott, down there in Mater Dei. But I'm going to take Mater Dei in this one.
Montel, what do you think?
Wow, I mean, I love Mater Dei. I love C.J. Burdell for all the reasons that Chris said. But, Mission Hill's got to get over there to prove himself to be pretty tough with Dixon at the running game. And Jack Tuttle, I became a believer last week. I think he doesn't have as many weapons as people thought, and he was still able to pull not only the win, but let's say the blowout on Oceanside, in Oceanside. So they don't mind going to enemy territory and winning. I'm taking Mission Hills in this one.
So after last week, you think I would have lost or learned my lesson? Excuse me, never pick against Mission Hills again. Not a learner. Not a learner, guys. I'm gonna go with Mater Dei for all the reasons you mentioned. They have so many dynamic weapons. It will be a knockout, drag-out game. It'll probably be, I think this will be one of the most entertaining games of the year because it's also kind of, not a very normal game. You get a team all the way from North County, big public school, playing a private school from the South County. So it'll be fun. I will be there again. And so Mission Hills, if I'm wrong, I don't know, I'll jump off a cliff.
You'll wrestle a bear.
I'll wrestle a bear.
Did you just say that you'll jump off a cliff?
If I'm wrong.
Well, you heard it, Jack. Tuttle, you heard it. Sam Dixon, you heard him. If you guys win that game, he said he's jumping off a cliff.
Not because I don't like you guys, but because I would feel so bad for having messed this up twice. But Christian, what do you think?
I think that I'm not going to go with anything as extreme as you for punishments, but I'm going to pick Mission Hills. Last week, Montel said it with the blowout of the week of the century. That was a huge game to go to that defense at Oceanside and put the whoop down like they did. That wasn't a squeaker of a victory. And to me, that said that they can go anywhere, play anyone, and get a huge win. So Mission Hills all the way.
All right, split 2-2 Mission Hills. I am very sad that I said that. I should not have said that, but I did say it, so I guess I stick to that. I didn't mean to. It came out. I apologize.
Okay, man.
I'm a little worried for my life right now. Anyway, let's go to the closing remarks. Anyone got anything else you want to add before we get out of here and I potentially have to do something I don't want to?
Well, first of all, I'm looking forward to seeing you jump off a cliff. I don't even know what that means. We'll see what that looks like. Actually, I want to talk about the Magnificent Seven. You guys see it on my Twitter header. You see there where I'm talking about the Magnificent Seven coming in October of the SDFNL magazine. The last thing I want to talk about, invites went out this week, this SDFNL All-Star Game. To all the people that got invites, we appreciate you being a part of one of the most dynamic, magnificent All-Star games in San Diego County. We look forward to having you guys on that field, having your parents attend, and all the community coming out and watching that game.
Montel, anything you want to add?
Yeah, absolutely. Just to chip on the All-Star game, we already have Hastings confirmed. It's going to be at the practices. Hastings College and also Azusa Pacific will be there. So good that those colleges are already reaching out to us to be there to attend the practice and possibly the game. So a lot of recruiting will be going on that week for kids, which I'm excited about. Number two, got to give a shout out to Mission Hills, man. Last week, kind of bashed them. They think they could pull it off, and they did. Salute you guys, ready to get that big win. And number three, I would like to also give a big shout out to El Cajon Valley High School. We already know the unfortunate situation. Those guys are kind of in the middle of it because their school is right there. All I can tell those guys is kind of keep their heads up, stay focused on football, and let that situation handle itself.
Christian, anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good as well. Hopefully I'll still be good next week when we're back here. We'll see though. You never know. It's football, but we will catch you on the flip side.